Let's talk about models and especially live merging of models, because that is something you can do in ComfyUI.
To follow my workshop, you can download my workflow on OpenArt. You see here there's a download button, and above that you have a green button that says Launch Workflow, where you can actually run my workflow in the cloud for free.
Of course, the first thing we need to clarify here is what are models. Models, are also known checkpoints, are community trained models most of the time that can have all kinds of different styles, all kinds of different subjects of what they are about. So you can see here, there's a lot of different things here. For example, anime, photorealism, digital painting, 3D, like not actual 3D, but looking like 3D. And some of them might give you beautiful colors, beautiful composition. Others give you the style you desire. And maybe you want to use both of them. This is where live model merging is coming into play. Again, I built a simple workflow for you. We have here two different checkpoints we are loading. We have here a model merge and a clip merge. We have the positive and the negative prompt, a case sampler, and then just to make everything look a little bit nicer, a second case sampler with a different sample method. And then we are decoding this into the preview image that I'm going to put over here so we can compare that to the different settings of the model merge. Now let's, before we do that, scroll in here, have a quick look at the case sampler. I'm not doing any upscale this time, just to make it faster but still get a nice result. In the first case sampler, we are using Euler Ancestral with a scheduler of normal. And you can see denoise is 1, CFG scale is 7, steps are 30. In this case, I have fixed my seed so that I always basically would get the same result. The only difference is the weight that we are applying in the model merge and also in the clip merge. And then you can see the latent is going here into the second case sampler. Again, here we have a fixed seed and we have again 30 steps, CFG scale 7, but in this case, we're using the sampler DPM++ to MSDE, and then a scheduler of Keras with a denoise of 0.5. And as I already said, this is going to go into the VAE decode that I'm using with my VAE 840,000 model here that is loading into the VAE over here. Let's also have a look at the prompt, the negative prompt we are using here. Very simple prompt in that case. Beautiful Japanese woman in a business dress, slender, standing in a Japanese bar. Negative prompt, ugly, deformed, embedding bad artist, embedding bad hands, 5. All of that very simple as a setup. So let's look at our setup here for our checkpoints. You can see here we have the checkpoint load for our epic realism model, and then also the checkpoint load for our ref animated model. Both of them go into the model merge simple and also the clip merge simple. Here you can see we have a ratio in here. This is a little bit counterintuitive because when we are at 1, this is 100% model 1, and when we are at 0, this is 100% model 2. So if this is a little bit confusing for you, you can also cross these wires, put the second model into 1 and then the first model into 2. So logically it makes maybe a little bit more sense to you on how the ratio slider is working. Anyways, it's easy to figure out by just doing a test render with this. Let's set this back to 1 here. And then we have the same here for the clip merge simple. The clip of course is used for the text prompt and not the case sampler model load. And of course, both of that is connected over here. Now, as you can see here, the model is going here in our reroute and then into both of our case samplers for loading the model. And of course, the clip merge is going here with a reroute again into our clip text encode for the positive prompt and the negative prompt. So far, so easy. Now let's zoom in here so we have a nice preview. And in this case, you can see that I'm here at value 1, which means for our preview here, I'm using 100% of our epic realism model. This is why this looks like an actual photo. Now let's set this to 0 and render it again. And now, as you can see from the result, this is the ref animated model. It looks like a digital painting not like a photo anymore. Let's do this again, but now put the clip merge on 0. And again, you can see we have a different result from that. This is looking even more than ref animated, because now not only is the model 100% ref animated, also the clip is 100% ref animated. Now, you might like this from the composition, but say, it's cool, but I want to have it more photorealistic. This is too much digital style. So what you want to do here, of course, is to push the ratio up. So let's go here a little bit higher. Let's say we're going to go here with 0.4 on both of these values. Let's go like this and see what we get from that. And as you can see now, we have something that is more of a digital painting, but also has more photorealism in that. Maybe that's a little bit too much photorealism for you, Stan. In this case, you can just reduce the values. Let's go here with 0.2. So we set both of them down to 0.2, and then let's render this again. And now we are again closer to the digital painting style, but we have a smidge of photorealism in there too. So this can be super useful. And the good thing about the live merging is, first of all, you can experiment with this really quickly by just moving the sliders around, but also you don't have to fill up your hard drive with the merges of all these models just to test out how the merge is going to look. Now, the only limitation here is, of course, that you have to load these models into your RAM. So this kind of depends on how much RAM you have and how much models you want to merge together, because there's also nodes where you can merge even more models together, or you can also set these in series. So for example, the output of this model merge can go into another model merge to merge the merge of these two models with a third model, things like that. So there's a lot of experimentation in here. This is what is so beautiful about ComfyUI. You can build up a workflow and a process that is completely unique to the results you want to have. So this is actually like an artistic canvas. Thank you for watching this video and see you soon. Bye.
Oh, you're still here. So this is the end screen. There's other stuff you can watch like this or that. It's really cool. And yeah, I hope I see you soon. Leave a like if you haven't yet. And well, yeah,